Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. No. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deshaun Jackson, 45 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you...
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. For Deshaun Jackson, that's number 600, his 600th catch in his career.
Oh, boy, is he explosive. Always has been, always will be as a receiver. And it's not just running past people downfield. It's catching the short passes underneath, the bubble screens. Just get the ball in his hands, and a big play awaits.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Johnson shrugs off another, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's got it. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Still going. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That score that they...
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go. And they start the second half with Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ty Johnson, 69 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Oh, boy, hang on here. Tight end Greg Olsen appears to be banged up on that last play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Brought down at the 26.
Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they run the option on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. That's some strong running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on first down. Benjamin, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Eno Benjamin, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On first down, it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Ty Johnson, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And this offense is... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You know, if this is the regular...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The tackle.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Let's go, D.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons.
It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon, the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.